Electric motor.
Synthetic rigging.
Classic sailboat.
No electronics.
Crossing the Atlantic Ocean.
Going where the fair winds blow, our home is where the waters flow. We'll show you what we've come to know on board while sailing wisdom.
Morning.
Is it morning?
It is. There's something special and different about this water too.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we see land?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the water's changed. We're definitely very close now. So we have a bit of a decision to make. So we have two choices. One is sail at a specific speed to arrive at the mouth of the river at dawn at low tide, because there's only 12 hours of daylight there, but the tide only happens once.
Let's not worry about that.
Okay, the other option is put up all the sail we want and get there fast.
Let's just get there.
And then we anchor in front.
Yeah, there, anchor in front. Well, we're looking at 3 days.
And the third day we'd be in the river, yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking at 2 days to get to the mouth.
2 days to get to the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
we're almost there.
Tomorrow morning we will have cleared Guyana, French Guiana and be into Suriname waters.
Wow.
And then from there it's just a little spit's throw away, and then we're at the river. And we're currently going a little over 6 knots.
It does not feel or sound like that at all.
And as we get further in, the current gets over 2 knots. We're booking
Guinea current. We're currently in the Guinea current.
Oh yeah, we're currently off the coast of French Guiana.
That is too cool.
Oh yeah, this morning we crossed Brazilian to French waters.
Cool.
You know. We've been in no man's water for so many weeks, I forgot about countries.
Yeah, what is today, 25? 24.
I don't know. The sun is up, which means we can switch from our nighttime sail plan to our daytime sail plan. So, we're gonna get our drifter up and go.
Okay, this is crazy. The ocean is green. It looks like Chesapeake Bay water, like exactly like Chesapeake Bay water. And we haven't seen green water like this in 3.5 years. It's amazing, the difference. I wish that it hadn't been the nighttime when we had made the cross from regular ocean waters to the Guinea current, because I'll bet that would have been really cool to see. But it's still pretty wild to wake up and just be in a totally different body of water. The crazy thing is we're moving through the water at about 3.5 knots and we're going 6 knots.
Okay, so our main was just stealing the wind from our drifter, and well, drifter's a bigger sail. He's gonna give us more downwind power than the main would. So time to make Sophie's choice and take one down. Yes, this is my new office. This is nice.
I don't know why we didn't do that before.
It was windy.
Oh.
Yeah, now that there's no wind, we're barely moving, but we're still going 4 knots through the water. All because of current.
Well, not really through the water, just through the...
4 knots over ground.
Through the air.
Yes.
It's really amazing how the different color of the water, I mean, since the water is our world right now, it's like the whole world just changed color overnight. which is so strange. It's like if you woke up and grass was suddenly blue. But it's changed the feeling of our surroundings completely, like how they make us feel.
How does the green water make you feel?
It actually is oddly calming. Like, I've really missed the color green because there's no green out in the ocean. And it's oddly comforting to be surrounded by green all of a sudden. What about you?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
To me, it looks like filthy and polluted.
Oh, I think it's pretty.
And also, like, I just feel like we're floating in a swamp right now.
Yeah, it looks wrong.
Yeah, and then at dawn, I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
But it is, I don't know, I do find it strangely comforting. I like the green. I think it's really pretty.
You also like grass.
I do.
Like meadows and stuff.
Yeah.
Where I like the ocean expanse. The dill had a bit of a snafu. It's not looking too good. So I'm just gonna get them sewn up, patched, and back up because we need them in this weather.
There was so little wind and the waves were making such a small amount of sound that we were actually sitting in the cockpit and Herby was taking a nap and I just heard this. I was like, oh, something ripped. And I woke up Herby and he was like, okay, I'll get the sewing kit. Here come my next few hours.
So our drifter dill is made out of ripstop nylon, but ripstop doesn't mean rip proof. And it got hooked up on some of the hardware for the staysail. We have a bit of a tear in it. Now the cool thing, it's ripstop, so these tears stop. They don't keep going like crazy. We're gonna get this sewn up and fixed. So we got it taped, and now I'm just sewing up. Honestly, being a dentist and learning how to do suturing, this is what you would call a compound, complex laceration. So sewing it up for me is like, oh yeah, just, you know, piece these guys together and then sew the rest and spread the loads. But I mean, it's like this tore and then a bunch of holes through here ripped out. So it was, yeah. So pretty much I started up here, ran over, ran back, came along, and then this was just to get down to this part. And now we're just going to stitch up this area and then come back and finish off. So it's interesting. I was thinking about people that do this with motors and thinking, wow, like we've just had this shape in the air, you know, just a sail, and it just exists and therefore gives us power and has been carrying us along for thousands of miles. And a motor with all those moving parts, I'm thinking that's got to break down and, you know, wear out and stuff. But thankfully we have sails that don't ever do that. So sails, while they don't have moving parts, they have shapes that they have to maintain. So if something comes along and like really, you know, tears a hole in the shape, you have to fix that. So they're a lot less maintenance, and fixing it's really easy, or at least identifying the problem, because it's literally, there's a hole.
So I went down and made a video, and Herby's out here sewing, but this is the nature of this extraordinarily light material that makes our drifter so amazing. It also gives it quite a bit of weakness because it can rip, and we've patched it up so many times. But thank goodness Herby knows how to do a good fix. We've never had to patch the same section twice. One of the first signs that you're getting close to land is insects, actually. And we've had kind of a little influx of these little gnat things, so we know that we must be getting close.
Yogurt.
We're actually both losing a noticeable amount of weight on this trip. Which is great for me. I'm worried that Herby's gonna disappear. It's rough because the travel lifestyle, for us, travel means food. And every place we go, we like to eat the local food. And sometimes the local food is not the healthiest. So we tend to bulk up when we're on land and then lose weight when we're sailing and forced to cook for ourselves and actually eat healthy food in healthy quantities. So it's been really good to just kind of reset my system on this trip. It's day 24 today, and so we've gone 24 days without eating at a restaurant, and this is what that does. I'm like 10 pounds lighter, no joke. The sun is setting on another lovely day of sailing. From now on, we have to be extra diligent about our watches because now that we're close to land, we've got depths to worry about and watch. We've got ships, fishing boats, things like that to worry about, and this current and our direction. So everything working together means that we have to just be all the more on our guard during night watch. But first, we're gonna eat our leftover chili from last night as a nice warm dinner on this very warm evening.
Mads, how do you feel about taking Bill down in the dark?
Pretty comfortable considering there are no waves here.
Yeah, and like the sky says it's not gonna change, so I'm fine with leaving them up. And if it gets nasty, we just drop them.
I can't imagine it's gonna get nasty.
Yeah. Alright.
We'll leave them up?
Yeah, let's leave them up tonight.
Alright.
Just stay full sail. I mean, we're doing 6.5 knots. I'm like, if we drop them, we're gonna lose speed. I don't want to get there.
Alright, I'm gonna heat up the chili.
Okay. about 80 miles tonight.
Well, that'd be nice.
Sorry. 72 miles tonight.
Still
roughly.
nice.
Yeah, like by dawn. Which puts us about 10 miles away from the end of French Guiana.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like this is...
That was fast.
I know. You remember Georgia? How we just sailed past it?
Yeah.
It's like, passing Georgia. Come on, Georgia. Maybe on the other side of it.
Sounds good.
Wait. Passage yogurt's a little weird looking.
So we may not be able to see land, but we can see the glow of the city lights. We are 26 miles off the coast, and we don't see any land whatsoever. But when it gets dark, like it is right now, we can see this general orange glow over the horizon at one fixed point. And we know that there are humans there.
So this is Orion. This is Orion again. So this is Gemini. I'm gonna do first watch. So pretty much it's gonna go from now, which is about 8 o'clock, until midnight. And Maddie's gonna go midnight to 4, and then I'll do 4 to 8, and on and on.
We do 4-hour watches.
Yeah, 4 hours is pretty good. And then with that, tomorrow, like midday-ish at this speed, we should be past French Guiana. So literally today we sailed in at dawn, and tomorrow we're gonna be leaving like early afternoon. And then after that, it's a really short jump to our little river in Suriname. So we're getting there. It's pretty cool. So tonight I'm just gonna be watching not only weather and ships and stuff like that and land, but depth. So we're trying to stay in water that's about 150 feet deep, because if it's 150 feet deep, we can't bump the bottom. And I'd rather be in really deep water and notice that it's getting shallower than be in shallow water and then bump. So later we're going to be getting in the water that's like 60 feet deep, and I consider that shallow. So we're staying out here in the 150. I mean, hey, we're coming from over 10,000 feet deep all the time. Like out in the Atlantic, it's on average where we were, it's either 19,000 or 16,000 feet deep. So to now be in 150, I mean, this is like up to our ankles shallow. It's just so strange to me that we're so close to land and see nothing.
Right now I am hand steering us.
I cleaned it. It's really gross. What ended up happening was...
Thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Wisdom. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next Rigging Doctor episode. And if you're interested in even more Rigging Doctor awesomeness, consider becoming a patron to see all of our extras. can't wait to see you next time as you join us out here on the high seas.